That's right. Alright, so our first premier matchup of the Bit Wars Invitational. Sengoku Gaming versus Omega Esports. Two of the top teams from the respective regions from Japan. Sengoku Gaming, Omega Esports from Philippines. And let's get this game underway, everyone. Alright, so let's go ahead and standard, just kind of spread across the board. Nothing too fancy coming out from these teams. Ooh, saw Braum appear in the mid lane real quick. Getting some vision down in the river. And J-side, it looks like it's just going to be some standard starts for everyone.
Yeah, it looks like no invades, no early crazy early plays. Just the standard good old League of Legends, just getting mid lane to mid lane, top lane, and both bottom sides around the blue buff or the red buff, and the red and blue buff.
All right, yeah, that's right. And we're gonna take a little bit of look at the top lane. Looks like we got a little bit of skirmishing coming out from the top side, but nothing too much to come out of that. Heading back over to the mid lane, it does look like everything's just completely standard, but a nice good stun. Oh, and a nice belly bounce onto the Aurelian Soul to get a little bit of good damage, but it seems like they're trading pretty decently between the two squads. Gonna go ahead and pop that honey fruit to get some of that good health, and in my personal opinion, I think honey fruit are OP, so definitely always take that rune from my perspective at least. Alright, but so far things are still pretty even. A slight gold advantage over on the side of Sengoku Gaming. Nothing, too big to be worried about. It's only, 200 gold, so it's really nothing. Alright, and let's go ahead and check on the bot lane down here with Dejwo and /Moon in the bot side for Sengoku Gaming. Currently right now, nothing is going on. Sorry about that. Looks like they're...
So what do you think is each team's first objective should be? Huh?
All right, so I think the first team's objectives should be starting to get, just farm up for right now. Maybe try to get the junglers to get an early engage or an early pick onto the enemy team. And it looks like right now the bot lane is just kind of trying to farm well, and Dejwo just kind of headbutting the Braum away to let his Kai'Sa, because Kai'Sa's weak early game in my opinion. Unless Kai'Sa somehow gets some random kills early on, she's gonna be weak, and it looks like the Wukong's also has been spotted in the bot side.
Alright, looks like both teams are playing pretty safe here.
That's right.
I tell you, by the way, go ahead. You can go ahead and turn off Fog of War so we can get our.
I was just about to do that. Don't worry. Boom.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. I was literally just about to do that. But thank you for the reminder, J-Side. Sometimes I need it. Of course, but it looks like so far right now, Wukong's just doing his steady, just classic clears. But he is actually getting some of these camps from the side of Sengoku. So this is some good play from Omega Esports. But he is recalling on a ward right now. Alright, nothing too crazy coming out from both these teams right now. We just kind of doing the standard. This just reminds me of PC League of Legends, not the Wild Rift I'm used to playing in my solo queue games, where it's just constant fighting.
Alright, so now the dragon's coming up in 30 seconds. We'll see how teams move around that dragon pit. Both junglers looking like they've got pretty decent control of their own routes right now.
Yeah, and that's what the junglers and all the teams need to start looking towards. And it looks like some action going on in the bot lane. And it looks like there's going to be First Blood coming out for the jungler of Sengoku Gaming.
Alright, so what we saw there was Misfortune was playing pretty unsafe.
Yeah, that's right, and that's a point for the Japanese squad. It looks like we're getting a fight in the dragon, next to the dragon pit, and Lee Sin is able to get away. But it does look like Wukong is able to get a kill onto the Alistar. Will we get any more kills coming out of this? It looks like Camille's here just in case, but nothing comes out of it. But the Real Soul does flash over the wall to get the kill. And we are still going on. The Camille is trying to get a double kill, or kill onto the Wukong right here, and it looks like he will happily, whoa, except for the cavalry has arrived in Misfortune. You know, that fight lasts for a while. Misfortune's like, you know, death timers aren't long yet.
You know, that was almost an ace in a way. Definitely on the side of Omega Gaming during that fight. Dragon is still not taken, but definitely set the gold lead ahead for Omega 1K. Sengoku trying to here take advantage of the Dragon. Omega's backing. Looks like they're going to be able to take the Dragon. Braum not being able to do much from the side, but we have Yasuo and we have Gragas coming up for the fight. Dragon was taken. The engage by Alistair.
Ooh, that was a really good stun from Brilliant Soul in the comment, and Kaisa does get the kill, and we'll continue to see if there's a little bit more. Yasuo goes down to the Camille, and now the Braum gets a double kill over to Kaisa. And things are coming up Sengoku.
All right, Sengoku really turning around that disadvantage from that first fight, bringing that gold deficit up to over 1,000 gold on their side. They have Dragon on their side, Earth Dragon, so we'll see what that brings to their rotations right now.
And the Wukong almost taking down Oh, the Kaiser goes in for the ult and tries to get a kill onto the Wukong and is now on a killing spree. An early Kaiser killing spree with shutdown gold. That is not something you want to give over to him. Alright, and the Rift Herald up in 8 seconds. We've already got a good match, 6-4 in favor of Sengoku Gaming right now. Alright, the Rift Herald has spawned. That was some amazing plays we've got so far.
Yeah, it looks like Omega is here trying to take advantage. Sengoku is here trying to take advantage of this Rift Herald. It looks like here our bot lane, Braum and Misfortune here trying to get a piece of it, but not being able to really get in. Gragas looking like he's almost about to steal that Rift Herald, but not quite. And both teams backing off now to go back into their lanes.
And Yasuo just gonna free farm onto the bot tower. Alright, some good action coming out of this game so far. It looks like Kaisa really wants to go in there, but, you know, the Braum shield, the Braum defense, and your support's not necessarily right next to you. You know, just hold up.
Alright, so we have that Rift Herald pending. We don't know exactly. Probably going to throw it down mid lane. Looks like, oh, we'll see. Everyone's gathering in the mid lane here over on Omega side.
Now that next Drake is going to be an Infernal Drake, so that'll be a very interesting Drake to contest over. It won't be the Elder Infernal this time around, but still pretty valuable Drake to get your hands on.
Right, and we've got Sengoku Gaming here with that advantage in gold and kills, so we'll see how that plays into the next team fight. Let's see if they can really make that pick comp of theirs work, or if Omega's going to turn around and get a pick of their own. Let's find out.
Yeah, that's right. That was actually so far, I remember, like, this game is, even though, you know, there's a little bit of advantage going over to the side of Sengoku, it is still a pretty even game overall, I believe. Though, the gold lead does say otherwise. But, with Wild Rift, just one play, and actually, I look like they're...
Right, like you're saying, one good team fight could turn that gold lead around for Omega. We'll see how they play around this next, this Infernal Drake right over here. And Aurelion Soul sort of sort of out of position, coming back to his team. Oh, Yasuo is almost down.
But there was actually the Lee Sin taking down, but it looks like they may get the trade kill, but it doesn't look like it would a nice zoning ult coming out from the Misfortune. It does slay. The Gragas does get a shutdown onto the Gragas. That is a good play coming out from Omega, but Camille does get the return kill onto the Wukong, but in the end, that was a favor for Omega Esports.
Yeah, Omega is just trying to slowly calculate how they can get back into this game. Obviously, they're not that far behind, but they do want the lead as early as possible. After all, this is Wild Rift, not PC League of Legends. Every second counts.
That's right, because games are over by 15 to 20 minutes, so it's like... It's literally... Because, like... Okay, it looks like they are going to drop the Rift Herald mid, and now they might just be dropping that Rift Herald mid so they can get pressure in the mid lane so they can head over to that Infernal Drake, and that is exactly what they are planning on doing. But we've got a fight brewing over here. Alright, and the Alistar's just about to go down, and he does go down to the Gragas right there, but they do have Dragon control, but how long will they have it? Some of the members of Omega is pretty low, but they are going to chase them off. It looks like they are going into the fight, and the Baby Cage drops down, and the Braum also goes down to the Kaisa as well, but the Wukong gets the Kaisa in the backside, but will the Yasuo go down? The Wukong does get a double kill, but the Wukong also slays the Lee Sin. Aureliusol gets the Yasuo, but the Grogs in return, and the Infernal ends up going over to Omega Esports.
Right, like we were just saying, right, the Omega getting that team fight, going in the right way, calculating, getting that almost free kill on Alistar, and being able to take the Dragon in the end brought them, of course, ahead in gold. They were able to take out that Rift Herald without losing that mid tower, and both sides, top and bottom, are pushing in Omega's favor.
And this is why the Philippines are super strong. Even when they're down, they are able to find ways to get back into it. And also, this is why, remember, this is the champion of the biggest tournament that League of Legends Wild Rift has had so far in the Asia Brawl. Omega Esports beat Next Play pretty handedly in that best of 7 finals. So Omega Esports is definitely one of the strongest teams out there at the current moment. We got some dancing around here in the mid lane near the Baron, because the Baron has spawned, so they're going to start looking to play around that. But it looks like no action's going on right now. They are just setting a vision and also trying to break this mid lane, because the mid tower is pretty low because the Rift Herald was dropped earlier by Sengoku Gaming, try to get that Infernal Drake, but it was not enough to even crack the tower or even get the Infernal Drake for that matter. So it ended up not being worth it in the end, but they do get the first tower of the game going down, but it looks like Baby Cage on to the Yasuo, but it is a way to just kind of get away. She does get tagged by the Braum, but nothing much will come out of that. Pop the fruit, get some health, and leave. And
at this point, Sengoku Gaming is definitely looking to just, make up for their losses. Obviously, they are leading in gold now, but they are 2 kills down. But they have taken 2 towers. So definitely, even though the kill counter says otherwise, Sengoku Gaming seems to be in a little bit of a better spot. Though Omega does have the Infernal Drake helping a lot more for those team fights. So we'll see how it plays out depending on who gets killed first in this next engagement right here.
Oh gosh, good engagement coming out from the Braum. But it looks like they're able to disengage it quite nicely, and only a few ults were expended. But,
right, and that's the great thing about Gragas, right? Is like you are able to get that disengage. You've got Wukong for the disengage as well, and Braum. So they're, Omega's Gaming's comp. If you look at it, they have the ability to get out of these sticky situations when it looks like Sengoku Gaming has the ability to get into them.
That's right. But Sengoku was able to escape from all that heavy CC engage that Omega was trying to do on them, but they were able to escape and giving over some more kills over to the side of Omega Esports. But like you mentioned, the gold is actually in the favor of Sengoku Gaming, even though these last couple team fights have definitely gone in the favor of Omega.
Yeah, it looks like Sengoku Gaming here is trying to just get what they can right now, not to force anything too bad. Obviously, Omega is trying to pick them off, but they're not able to. Right now, Sengoku is kind of sticking together. It looks like they're going to engage on this Gragas right here.
They do tag her a little bit, and she does good kill her too. Ooh, but golden hourglasses
blocks the kicks.
Oh, that was a really good play from the Gragas right there, and we got the Wukong ult and spinning like a Beyblade away. He does tag the Camille, but not sure if anything's going to come out of that. And once again, we just disengage, and no one dies. 0-0. And yes, to answer your question, Tangs, it is a best of 3 tonight.
And it looks like Dragon, Ocean Drake is coming up in about 5 seconds here. So we'll see if the teams make their way over there.
And they are.
With that disengage, with the way both teams are built, it really Ocean Drake would be really helpful to be able to get back those resources before the next team fight. So we'll see what comes out of this. And Omega's kind of just taking it.
Yeah, I think Omega's just going to take this for free. Oh, unless Lee Sin smites the way and steals the dragon for Sengoku Gaming, but at what cost? The Misfortune does get a double kill in the meantime as well, and they also pop the GA onto the Lee Sin, and bye-bye Lee Sin. Yasuo is just going to get another kill. So was that really worth it? They got the Drake, but they lost 3 members of the team, and Omega's just going to go over the Baron now.
And that's the thing with Wild Rift. Maybe in League of Legends that play would have made a little bit more sense, but with this faster game, being able to go for Baron without much, there wasn't much from Sengoku Gaming during that steal. Yes, they stole it, but they weren't able to accomplish much else. The team was able to freely get Baron, and now they're at a huge advantage over Sengoku Gaming when it comes to pushing out these next minion waves.
And they've also got the gold advantage now. So Omega's just been playing this really, really well. All right, we're going to see how the rest of the game goes. The tower advantage is still in the favor of Sengoku Gaming, and also we will be seeing that Earth Elder Drake this time, so the big, beefy shield is going to be coming out from the Elder Drake. Now, what do you think? Do you think we'll maybe go to a best-of-3 tonight? We'll see if these teams, but looks like, even though the kills are in the favor of Omega, Sengoku's still not out of this game, but I don't know. These team fights are just going heavily in the favor of Omega Esports, so they could just, after one more good team fight, if they keep this Baron buff on them and finally get in the first turret, but the stun does go down on the Braum, but it's the Braum. Not much you can really get off that.
Up here, Wukong taking advantage of that Baron, taking that top tower, getting this Lee Sin almost out, but Wukong loses his GA for this.
That's right, loses
Yasuo
GAs.
teleports in
To get that extra, and they're just taking towers left and right. They're about to get the tier 2 in the mid lane as well, and that's right, they get the tier 2, looking to get the first inhib turret, but oh, the Braum does get stunned, and they are going into that one, but the Braum disengages as well as the Misfortunal, so they are not really able to get anything out of this, and Omega will continue to look to push.
Right, and I'll tell you, that's the power of Baron buff, right? We have these really, really powerful minions just helping us push these waves. You know, a second ago...
Ooh, looks like we're getting engaged on, and it looks like we're going to get the Yasuo down to the health, and... the Misfortune and the Yasuo is taken down, slain by the Aurelion Soul. Misfortune's down by the Camille, and as well as the Kai'Sa getting the kill on the Braum. Has Omega overstayed their welcome? Will the Wukong goes down? Well, he goes golden for just for a second, but who knows how long that's going to last him. He is not going to be able to give it out, and Kai'Sa gets herself another kill. Let's zoom over to the Aurelion Soul, see if they can take down and make this an ace for Sengoku Gaming.
So this was a very, very patient play by Sengoku Gaming. Omega, of course, did take advantage of their Baron. Now, there's no other objectives on the map right now, but Sengoku's full team is up, and it looks like they're going to be able to push these towers very far before Yasuo comes up in 8 seconds.
That's it. These timers are long. They could just go for the end right here. They're going for the end. They're going to try to end this game. That could have been the fight, even though Omega Gaming was ahead the whole time. Sengoku Gaming going golden, and they know right here they're going to take game 1 against Omega Esports. GG's, well played to everybody. This first game going over to Sengoku Gaming over Omega Esports, and they will be switching sides. So we will be having that was just